Box pushes are a great way to restore concentric strength and stiffness through the entire posterior chain. This not only helps teach our bodies how to push forward instead of pull for better hip extension mechanics and power, but also creates stiffness and strength needed for eccentric loading and landing mechanics for impact control. Impact control and power help to support our joints, bones, and muscles in the lower body and can be a critical piece when it comes to addressing pelvic floor function, improving athleticism, or when working with hypermobile individuals. Pushing the box helps to create core stiffness and strength to improve hip extension mechanics. It helps to drive the extension through the pelvis and not the spine. Without that core stiffness, it can feel a bit like trying to shoot a cannon out of a canoe. By focusing on staying on our toes and driving through the met heads throughout the movement, you're creating a rigid lever in the foot. This helps tap into more power from the glutes to push you forward, as well as develops arch and calf strength. Driving to full hip extension while not locking out the knees also helps with optimal hip extension range and mechanics that is important for preventing back and front of hip rotation, as well as control for knee hyperextension that can lead to unhappy knees. Lastly, it'll get your heart rate up, even if not ready for other exercises that also require controlling impact. This makes it great for those returning to heavier exercises after such things as injuries or during the postpartum time period. Now, for pregnant and postpartum clients, just make sure they're not holding their breath, bearing down into their pelvic floors, or doming through a diastasis in the sustained brace of that plank. You're also looking to not shrug up and over the shoulders, but really access that serratus to push through for good scapular stability and core strength. I didn't always have access to a box or a sled in my training, and that's where it can be helpful to understand the concepts and goals in a movement and then get creative with what you have. For example, on my daily walks, I would go find hills to push my kids up in a double stroller. Talk about progressive resistance training. Another great way is a dead mill, where you're in that elevated plank position on the treadmill that is turned off, and then using your hip strength to self-propel the treadmill and get that belt moving underneath you. Did you find this video useful? Make sure to leave a comment and subscribe to our channel. If you have more questions, just ask below and we'll respond. You can also check out some of the other helpful videos that we'll list at the end of this one to explore the concepts a little bit more. If you're a movement professional looking for more, check out our continuing education options linked below the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.